We are here in Nizamabad, outside the residence of BRS leader and Chief Minister K Chandrashekar Rao's daughter Kavitha. She's battling enforcement directorate cases in the liquor scam on the one side, but as far as this election is concerned, it's a prestige battle for her in these areas. Having lost the parliamentary election in 2019, Kavitha is not contesting these elections but has invested herself heavily in the campaigning in around 20-25 constituencies around here, and the results would be a reflection of her power of campaigning. It's been a long time since I've seen you. The daughter in the BRS's first family is discussing strategy with her party MLA, the incumbent at Nizamabad, Ganesh Bigala.
People know that the kind of development we did in 10 years, which never happened since independence. Okay. So that's why they are very happy, and we are very positive, and they are coming, they are blessing, you know, the kind of smile they are giving. We can make out who is voting, who are not voting. So we are very much confident that we are winning again.
Black coffee, madam. There are a lot of important, tough political questions to ask Kavitha, but we'll do that as she drives us around Nizamabad constituency. In your campaign vehicle, ma'am?
Yes, absolutely.
And you're a good driver? We can trust you on that?
I am a very good driver. Don't worry about it.
She's offered to drive us around Nizamabad constituency and show us the works that's happened here, and also take the tough political questions from us. That we'll do on that drive. We are in the BRS campaign car in Nizamabad, and the person driving it here, like the one who's driving the campaign in many ways, may I say, is Kavitha. Ma'am, are you first of all a good driver? Can I trust you? I'm sitting in the back seat because this is the way we can film this.
I'm an awesome driver, don't worry about it.
All right, let's hit the roads at Nizamabad now.
Let's go.
This is a tough political battle as well that you all are facing here in Telangana. Would you say that this is possibly the first time the BRS has been challenged majorly, because the buzz is that the Congress seems to be a strong opponent this time?
Well, I think the buzz is only in the fake service that the Congress manages to get out once in a while. But on the ground, if you have met people, you do know and understand that the larger sentiment is with BRS, and there is no real challenge to BRS, at least with the Congress.
And this Nizamabad is a very prestige battle for you in many ways, right? I mean, you're like investing yourself heavily in this. Yeah? And you've recovered completely from what happened in 2019?
Not yet. We learn our lessons in life, and I surely did learn mine. And I'm very certain that I'll win the love of my people back.
And it's been a rough road since then, with all the ED cases, everything that you've been fighting?
No, I have rough road definitely, but for tough people it is always easier, and I enjoy immense support from both my parents' side and husband's side and the people of Telangana. So yes, it has been tough in certain ways, some ways, but I'm keeping up.
What do you think is the defining feature of this election? I mean, I'm not just asking about Nizamabad, I'm asking of Telangana as a whole. Because one of the aspects, the key campaign of the Congress seems to focus on family rule. The fact that it's one family which is ruling.
Unfortunately, Congress party always has misplaced priorities. People do not really bother if it's a family rule or whatever rule, as long as people get what is being promised to them. The delivery of a promise is what gives credibility to a party or a leader, is what, at least in my small experience, I have understood. And in the last 10 years, what Honorable CM here, K Chandrashekar Rao, has done, people trust him immensely. There is a lot of credibility to the whole campaign of BRS versus the campaign of Congress. In the last election, I'll just tell you, give you a small example. We promised a 1 lakh loan waiver in the last election, whereas the Congress promised a 2 lakh loan waiver. But yet people elected KCR and not Congress. So that shows the credibility that our leader enjoys because of his hard work and his sweat with which he is able to deliver the world's largest lift irrigation scheme within a short span of 3 years, 3.5 years, 24 hours power and 24 hours free power to farmers, etc. So these are all tough things to do, especially if you have to fix the entire transmission line of a state within a short span of 1.5 years. It takes tremendous political will and the capability to get it implemented. So it's not easy. He's not given easy promises. He's definitely given tough promises to the people. But God's grace, we are able to fulfill it. And all the credit goes to our boss and our leader.
I must admit that so far that you've driven us, I think you're an awesome driver. You're doing a very good job of driving
Thank you.
the car. Now, as far as driving the campaign of the BRS is concerned in Nizamabad, let's take Nizamabad itself as a constituency. You are, Shabir Ali has been fielded here from Kamareddy by the Congress. What is your prediction for Nizamabad and these areas that you've been campaigning?
Nizamabad always has been a god of BRS. We've always won all the 9 seats for BRS, and it has been a great journey because after winning both the times, we fulfilled all the promises made to our people, brought thousands of crores to a district which was neglected largely by Congress. So Nizamabad, I am really believing that we will again win all the seats back. And we've added this number 9 always to the government. So this time also we hope to do the same.
Ma'am, one of the things about Telangana politics when observers talk about it is that people say that there is a BRS-BJP understanding at a grassroots level. Is that true?
It's not the people who say that, it's just the Congress party which is eyeing the minority, Dalit and ST vote bank that BRS snatched away from them. Traditionally this has been the vote bank of Congress, but they've never done anything to truly improve the lives of these sections, and only after BRS came into power we started making sure there is a difference in their lives and lifestyle, and that Congress now cannot take it. So to malign our reputation and to make sure to grab this vote bank for them, they've started this vicious campaign of saying BRS and BJP and MIM, these are all same team, etc., which is not a fact.
But in terms of parliamentary election versus assembly election, there are also those who say that there is an ED case against you, which is a very serious allegation that's been put against you, and that is the noose around the BRS's neck as far as a parliamentary election is concerned.
Not at all. I have nothing to do with the liquor scam. I've said this many times, I'll say it again, and I truly believe that truth will prevail. Satyameva Jayate, that's all I can say.
So what do you think in terms of results, ma'am? What do you think is going to happen this time?
This time I think again we will repeat our government with 100 seats. First time we got 63 seats, second time we got 88 seats. Now with the development, now with the water which people actually see in their fields, all the development projects taking a final step and showing results, I think we will go up to 100 this time.
I just want to go back to that case that you're fighting and the issues that are around it. In terms of a taint in politics, do you fear that it could potentially be a taint? It could be something that you will have to live with in terms of in your political career? Well,
it's unfortunate that nowadays with the reach that social media has, any bad news travels much more faster than anything good about a person. That is the collateral damage of being in politics, easy subject to lay allegations on. But I don't think it will taint my career in any way, because people who've known me, who've interacted with me, who've worked with me, they understand that this is not true, and I strongly feel that truth will prevail and I'll come out clean.
Okay, just coming down to your own the party itself, in terms of your role, I mean there is your brother. He is seen as the heir apparent by many. What is there a division of power? Is there a sort of a role that you envisage for yourself? How do we see this?
No, I'm a very junior member in the party. My brother has been a 3-time MLA. I've just been here for a term and then I lost a term, etc. So I'm still learning. Although I worked in the movement for the last 17-18 years, in terms of being actually a party worker, 2014 is when I literally became a BRS member. So I don't compare myself with my brother. And as you are saying, heir apparent, etc., this is all media stories. We want our father, our leader, to be the chief minister for the longest. This is not only me saying, my brother always says this as well. So there's nothing like heir apparent, and this is not a dynasty or a monarchy in India, where we live. It is definitely democracy, and my loss of an election makes very clear that if people don't like you, they'll throw you away. So it is not up to the parties or individuals anymore.
That's an important lesson that you've learned from 2019. But now you're going to drive us down to some places to show us what has happened at Nizamabad, the story of Nizamabad.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll head down to there and see those places. As she steps down from the car, she walks around what looks like a park, but is a graveyard and crematorium built by the government at a cost of over 8 crores. It's work like these that she showcases across the state that she says is proof of a BRS government in action. But is it enough to reap electoral rewards and a third term in office? That's the unanswered question as we drive back. So in the battle for Telangana, there is also the battle for the constituencies in and around Nizamabad, which could be extremely crucial for Kavitha and her political future. In Nizamabad with video journalist DM Kumar, this is Veera Raghav for NDTV.